Hello, this is my lesson plan screencast, and I'm basing on the book Marvelous Me by Lisa Ballard. The skills being taught. For the character counts, I have decided on SE 1.4, which is self-acceptance, and the SE 4.5, self-confidence. There are 3 tiers, and then where I think the lesson fits. The top tier is the few, which is just for the individuals. The middle tier is some, which is the small groups. And then the third tier, or the bottom, is the all, which is for the school-wide. I think this lesson fits in the 80% tier, which is the all, because it's confidence and acceptance is something that everybody needs to learn and be able to have in themselves. 2 examples of how the problem can negatively affect others. The first one is when you're asking the classic question, there's some students that might not be able to relate, so they feel like they're not able to participate. And the second one is when you tell them a story about your life, some of the students may think that because they haven't experienced it, that they won't be able to relate to you. For the anticipatory set, you are trying to grab the interest of the students before reading them the story. And so you can do this by asking them a question or telling them a story. The objective of the social skills lesson, this is the overall arching topic. I want the students to realize that they are all great and that because of that they are able to do anything they set their hearts and minds to. 2 key terms from the lesson that the students should understand. I have decided on marvelous, self-confidence, and self-acceptance. I will now show you a book reading of how the book should be read to the students before you go into an activity. Marvelous Me by Lisa Ballard. My favorite books and movies are about superheroes. There's one superhero I bet you don't know nothing about. It's Marvelous Me. Marvelous Me can do super cool things. I have legs that can race a flying football. I have eyes that can see far across the field. Doing all these things takes a whole lot of energy. That's why my superheroes have to eat their broccoli. My brain can do super cool things too. I can read a comic book all by myself. I can count all the cookies in a jar. I can remember all 9 planets and the name Tyrannosaurus Rex. Marvelous Me can turn the couch into a pirate ship and my bike into a car. My mom calls it using my imagination. I call it playing make-believe. Playing pirate and race car driver are only some of my favorite things. I love telling knock-knock jokes. I love polar bears and bats. I can eat more strawberry ice cream than any other superhero. Sometimes superheroes don't feel happy. I felt sad when my best friend Raymond moved away. I get mad when my dog chews on my toys. I feel bored when I have to clean my room. But Dad says even superheroes have to do their chores. So when I vacuum, I pretend I'm roaring a dragon. People get confused sometimes because there's someone who looks just like me. He's just my size, he's got the same hair and eyes. He's even got the same birthday. He's my brother Andy. He's also my twin. Andy and I may look like the same to you, but Mom and Dad know that we're different. Andy likes chocolate ice cream way better than strawberry. I'm better at math, and he's better at reading. Dad says each have our own special smile. Mom says it's the me inside that makes me special. Nobody else laughs like I do. Nobody else knows how to give my giant grizzly bear a hug. And only I know all the funny things inside my head. Inside and out, I'm a super special superhero. I'm not just Alex. I'm the one and only Marvelous Me. There's one more superhero I think you already know. Can you guess? This is a questions worksheet. This is to check for understanding from the students to see if what they're reading is staying in their heads. The questions that I decided on are super easy. It all depends on what grade level you are going to be teaching. What the students should do to complete the assignment or the guided practice. This can be done with a worksheet, or you can do it an activity. I've decided on doing an activity. The activity will be drawing out each student on a large piece of paper and having them identify 5 things that they think make them a great person. When the student starts identifying the things that make them great, I want to go around and make sure that they are picking the correct words and not words that they think they know. How will I know they understand? Or check for their understanding? I will check for their understanding by asking questions to the class, or have them share one thing about themselves that they think make them a great person. Independent practice, what am I going to have them do? I'm going to have the students color in the drawings to make it look like themselves on a piece of paper. Then I'm going to have them write 5 things that they like best about themselves and write it around their body on the paper. Reflect on what I hope the student has learned, or the closure. For the closure, I'm going to have the students share with the class the things that they thought best describe them.